What's good, you sexy mother people? Welcome back to Hinge with YouTubers with Attitude. I'm Jared.
Ryan here.
I'm Kevin.
Hey yo, it's Saturday. You know what that means. It's time for all new superhero time with Kamen Rider Zeztz and number one Sentai Gozyuger. Y'all know the drill. Be sure to give this video a like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, notify post videos, and go out follow up our social media. Got to give your ears. Kamen Rider Zeztz. Alright, so coming off of the last episode, it seems that this one really didn't want to get married. Like, at all. To the point where her
A bit
dream...
extreme, to be honest.
It did it to an extreme. Like, I understand you don't want to be with somebody or you're just having second thoughts, like, you get cold feet. But the things you were dreaming of, lady, like, you might need to see a therapist. Not some secret agent that just so happens to save you in your dreams.
Secret agent man.
Shut up, we don't want to get copyrighted.
Dang it.
No, but for real, like, make it make sense, lady. And then you got the detectives now getting all comfy and cozy by just, no warrant, no warning, just end up in man's crib like, yo, what's good with y'all? You over here drinking man's tea, and Zero, he's just like, nah, I'm a bike man, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Like, my nigga, what the fuck, y'all just let these people just up? And like, are they still wearing their I didn't peep it, but was they still wearing their shoes waltzing up a man's crib like that?
Probably.
Nah. See, now you're gonna have to see me. I don't care if you come around a Lobo. I don't care if you cute or nothing. You out here in my house with your shoes on. Now we gotta have a problem. We have a problem now. You can't be up in my house like that. You take your shoes off, or you should wear those shoe covers. Either way, you ain't tracking dirt in my house like that. Or especially you just waltzing up in my secret base like that, drinking my tea with your shoes on. Nah, now I gotta fight you. You gotta put your paws up. But jokes aside, this episode is dope. It debuted a new form. We had Wing last week. This week we have what did I say? I was about to say Swish. No, streams, like Airstream. Which I thought it was gonna be water because of the color scheme, but I was like, oh no, it's the Avatar logic. With Avatar: The Last Airbender, like water and air, are very connect well together. So it's like, okay, this is an air flowing power that he has, but I think he can actually use it with water because again, they gel so well together. But that's my wishful thinking. But the way they running this show, it's very heavily based off the rule of cool. Oh, yeah, I'm here for it though. I like the combat. I'm liking this, and it's like, I understand like there's 3 doors and each door has to open before the monster to come out to reality, but I don't think they're gonna do that every single time. So the rule of cool does exhaust itself quick, but if they do it right with the plot and story, I think it'll be fine. That's all I got, really. Ain't much else until the next episode. And, I mean, you guys can just watch the episode live on YouTube a little bit after this episode. Like, literally after this review is up, you can just go watch the episode anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna give this 5 stars. What do you guys think?
Yeah, 5 stars.
I was right. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, Ryan made a prediction. He was right. Yeah, whatever.
Premarital jitters.
Yeah, it
Cold
has.
feet.
Extreme premarital jitters.
That's an extreme. So if y'all ever have premarital jitters, y'all feel like something's just wrong. You feel like the nerves are getting to you. Talk about it. Don't have dreams with bird monsters trying to off you on your honeymoon. Like, what the fuck? Before we move on to Gozyuger, you already know this is brought to you by Order Them in C. But not really, but please do sponsor us. It's not an addiction. It's an investment. And I suggest y'all watching Get You Some. Number 1 Sentai, Gozyuger. Alright, so we just start this episode straight off with just trauma. But I'm gonna be for real. This feels like where we were in the last episode was the beginning of some really dark shit. And it was the best paced episode yet. There's a middle part missing. There's a middle part missing somewhere, which I don't get it. Why? Because where we are now, it just like I like this episode just fine. And like the story structure feels like we should have focused more on the results of what happened with Shining Knife and Sweet Cake. But we're not getting much results of that. At least I don't think we are just yet. I don't know. I feel like we should have been focusing more on what was going on with that. But instead we're focusing on Haweru getting his new form, which is a cool looking form. Don't get me wrong. But if y'all remember, if y'all remember Kamen Rider Drive Type Trideron, that's how the new form works, essentially. So there's that, and yeah, while the team are dealing with, what was his name, Ray? Blue Buster. While they're dealing with Blue Buster and his fuckery, Haweru is just... The best way to explain it is, I think I'm honestly tired of the comparison of Attack on Titan just because of Yuki Kaiji. But this literally was Attack on Titan. This was the rumbling, where Eren is in his head, living his life with Mikasa on a farm somewhere. Sorry if this spoils it for you guys if you haven't seen it. Seriously, the show's been done for a while. The movie's been out for a while too, so like, come on now. But yeah, like, you have Eren on the farm with Mikasa, running away from his problems where all the friends are dying. But then in the real timeline, or at least the other timeline, Eren does what he has to do. So in Gozyuger, Haweru's in a timeline where he didn't lose his parents. And that he didn't lose his parents, and his brother didn't call himself Kuon. His brother kept his real name. And there was just a happy-go-lucky family to the point where his brother is dressed like Olga fucking Pataki from Hey Arnold. So he had to decide, like, oh, am I going to live my life with my family, or am I going to go help my people deal with Blue Buster's crash out? And seriously, what are we doing with Tsumino's sister? What is good? What is good with that? Come on now. See, again, that's where I feel like there's a bit of middle part. We came up with a banger episode, and then we're just getting to the Rule of Cool toy plot. It's not even a plot, it's just toy commercial. Which is, I'm starting to realize now, I'm now knowing the theme. Every time there's an episode that's so well paced in this season, they just say, fuck it, we got a toy to sell the next episode.
It's all about the toy sales, man.
God damn it. But yeah, whoever had to make his choice, he said, nah, alright, we gotta carry on, make that Bandai money, make that Toei money. Here you go, new toy. Good looking form. Again, it reminds me of Type Trideron from Drive. If you know, you know. But then you got the hands on it. The images have been out already. So you got the hands on it that looks like a golden form of was it Sasuke's curse mark form too. Yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah, the one with the big hands.
Yeah. Where those are like big hands with multiple like extra fingers. This is just like two big golden hands over him and shit. But obviously Ryugi is like, damn, soon it's gonna be mine. Which I've already learned that this is a form that can be shared with multiple people, like in Tokyuger with Hyper Resha, or in Rhea Soldier with Max. So it's cool. It's cool. I like it. I like the episode. I like the story. I liked it for Haweru's character. Because basically we started him seeing his parents. They don't know who the fuck he is. And how we end this episode, I'm not gonna say, but I think it'll play a part more towards the end of the series because the way the story. But I'm saying that most of how this is like how it usually goes in a story like this, but also because of how the story's just been going so far in this series. Man, Tegasword's a dick, man. Why are we helping him?
Maybe I was right along.
Like, yeah, you're right. Kumade might have had a point. Kumade, I hate to say, Brian, you might have been right again. You're 2 for 2 this time.
Believe in the Kumade.
God.
Believe in his peas.
Yeah, you know what? I thought Kumade was an asshole because you charging niggas for no reason. But it's like, you know what? If you work for Tegasword, yeah.
I mean, it's not for no reason.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tegasword ruined a man's life. There's a point where he has to just like hustle people out their money. So it's like, I get it. But like, god damn. So you know what? Fine. I normally would sit here and say, get this guy fucking puffers, because that's usually the go-to quote from Letterkenny, and that's usually what you got to do when you're just like, fuck, just get this guy fucking puffers. But in this case, get yourself some Ornament C. I know this is not the sponsorship, but as you can see in the quote down here, it's delicious and nutritious. It's true, it is delicious and nutritious. It's got a good lot of vitamins in here, so get you some. But also, yeah, go.
Yum.
Oh yeah, but for Tegasword, get this guy fucking puffers. My god. I don't know. I'll give this episode a tentative 5. I guess like it's fine. I just feel like there's so much missing in between that we could have been focusing more on the sweet cake, shining knife part of it. Yeah, because there's a big chunk of this that is missing. That should have been carried over into this episode instead of just trying to sell a toy. But again, whatever, fine. I guess I'm gonna let you cook. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up again when there's a best-paced episode like last week's. But what do you guys think?
Let's say some things happen, new power up, but you know what? It's all in good joys. We'll just see how it goes for the future episodes with this new power up.
Also because apparently it's like a shared power up, which is alright, cool, but also
that's kind of been like a new thing now, like a shared power up they've been doing for a while now, instead of just like a single ranger this time.
Yeah, it's like
or Sentai.
Yeah, because usually when they power up, it's usually either it goes to red or like a whole team.
The 6th ranger, quote unquote.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to hear nobody say, "Oh, the Dragon Shield from Mighty Morphin." No, that don't count because that was Jason. Like, that's Red's power up. That whenever you want to say.
Yeah, it is Red's power up.
If you want to say, "Oh, what about Black?" That's Jew 2 footage. That is Jew 2 footage. That's not Jew Ranger Prime. That is Jew 2 footage. But no, that's strictly Jason. That's strictly Red. That's strictly what's his name? What was his name in Jew Ranger? Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Geki. Yeah, it was gonna come to me eventually. But yeah. So like that, or yeah, Reds didn't really get much of a power up until like later into the literally later into the Heisei era. Because all we had were like battleizers here in America. Yeah, no. Mostly power up would either be shared together as like everyone had the same power up together, or it would just be strictly Red. Like Super Geki Ranger, they all had the power up, but Red had the power up with the Geki Chopper Psy Blade. So you had that little bit of a boost with it. If I remember correctly, I think everyone did that. No, mostly Jan had that little boost of power, and then Shinkenger, the super form, everybody shared. So I think the first time it happened was Shinkenger, where everyone shared the super form. But Hyper Shinken form only went to... No, wait, didn't Green have Hyper form as well? Fuck, yeah, so Shinkenger is the only time that they actually shared their super forms. And then, like, Gozyuger did it, and so on and so forth. But yeah, no, it's cool, it's whatever. But I'm still like, yeah, no, fuck Sword. Fuck that guy. Well, that was another week of Tokusatsu in the books, and damn it, I'm loving this shit. But tell us what you guys think in the comments down below. As well as check out all of our previous content, like, well, obviously Superhero Time reviews. Check out what we did for all new K-pop Music Mondays. We're slowly rolling that back in different ways, so stay tuned. Check out our previous Letterkenny review in season 10 is coming up soon, so yeah, you know, October, Letterkenny, season 10, so that's gonna be fun. What else do we got? Well, next weekend we've got New York Comic Con, so
Hell yeah.
yeah, we got that going. So hopefully we get some Kamen Rider stuff there. Blah blah blah. Digimon Days is returning with the Digimon Beat Break review. Hopefully starting this Monday. And then we've got our Spotify, which is going to be cataloging all of our current season of all new K-pop Music Mondays. It's still in the works. We're going to get that up and running hopefully by next week. So stay tuned. Like, January is being done as well as the other months. And I think that's it. I think that's all we got for now. Working on shit in the background still. But until then, catch you guys later. Peace.
Goodbye.
Bye.